Oh man, Ayanda Ntanzi, Nasempini. That takes me back to our soul-inspired concert that is last year, man. What a jam it was. It is 12 minutes after 10 o'clock. It is that day where the gifted one is here.
Good morning. How are you?
The medium.
I like the way you say it. The medium.
The gifted one.
The gifted one.
That's right.
The respected one.
That's right.
The chosen one.
He comes alone, but representing 1,000. Right?
Yes.
You good?
I'm good.
That's
good.
fantastic.
I come. I don't come alone. I come with my entourage.
Yes, I know.
And representing all other people. And I'm here as a servant to serve the people.
I have to ask you this question, and I want to ask it before it's the new year, the African New Year,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Which is next month, September, right?
Definitely, yes.
If you follow the African solstice calendar,
I do.
So, 2024,
yes,
as in the new year, is it better than this year?
2024 is going to be amazing. It's going to be, there's going to be challenges, but mostly in the political space. As you all know that in 2024 we're going to for the vote. It's going to be interesting. A lot of changes will come in. People who say that they don't want to work together are going to start to work together. There's going to be a lot of coalitions, yes, and the economy will improve.
When
job opportunities in 2024. A lot of
early,
issues,
middle, late.
After the elections, that's when we'll see a lot of changes. After the elections, the unemployment rate will go a bit down. So there'll be a bit, not too much, because there'll be people that were scared to invest in South Africa. They'll now come and invest now in South Africa, and I think as far as coalitions are concerned, people have been wanting other parties to work together, so we can look out for that. So a lot of changes in that space, but great changes that will initially benefit all South Africans at the end of the day, because that is what is important, our needs as citizens of this country. And as far as people are concerned, they can look out for a confusion of climate change. If you can see now, it doesn't really go the way we want it to go, so that will still continue. A lot of rain next year, a lot of unusual movements underground, so we might experience things like I'm sorry, but I don't want to scare anyone, but things like a bit of earthquakes and those kind of things, but nothing to panic about, because it's just change of how the movement of the world.
Yes.
People will definitely progress. So I'm comfortable, and people will definitely now get to know themselves spiritually and start to pray. So people must pray for all these changes, but they are good changes. The electricity problem, so people would like me to talk about it as well. It will change. It's coming for the better.
For the better?
For the better, yes.
Okay.
There'll be new interventions, new ways on how to deal with it, and I think, if I'm also not mistaken, that's also what they're discussing, or one of the things that they might discuss also on this BRIC summit, about the blackouts and everything. So definitely those kind of things will definitely change.
Let's bring it now down a little bit to to things that affect us every day.
Yes.
We are now bombarded by nakedness.
Yes.
It's everywhere.
Yes.
Social media is like a Pornhub. And some people are even saying, guys, the end days are here. The other day there was a girl who was paying with her finger. And they're like, what? Revelations, now alive. And obviously I'm asking this from a biblical point of view, because, most of us, we can't help ourselves but see the world that way. And then here you are, the gifted one who's able to, speak to those on the other side. Is Satan alive, strong, and getting stronger? Because there's a feeling that the evil is rising more.
I will say yes, and people will want to say why I say yes. I say yes because when there is good, there's always evil. So they fight. They go they go the same time, or they're in the same in the same balance, you know. So I think, you know, for people to be naked, for people to offer their fingers or their body parts and all this, it's part of cult, and that cult, for as long as it's there, it's going to continue, because people are hungry for success, and they don't understand that there's no need for them to follow that dark route or those evil ways, if I can call it that way. There's better ways of them progressing, and putting hard work. People don't want hard work. People like to take the shortcuts.
Yes.
People want an overnight success of things. Now, if you are told that you can give away with your finger and all of that, then if that's how you want to survive, some people will jump in the opportunity, because some people don't want to, but because of the economy and everything, people would want to do such things. So
desperate times.
So desperate times calls for desperate measures. So people will exercise and take part in those kind of evil things because of the way the things are happening around them, the surrounding, the instability of the economy, the way it is. That's when people would want to participate in those kind of things. But hence I'm saying people need to pray. I mean, if something is not meant for you, it's not meant for you, because we all know that the end results of those cards and everything, they are not good, because you are offering something to benefit something. But while you're offering something to benefit something, you need to feed something, you know. So obviously the end results of that, they are not good. But if we believe in God and we become patient with uNkulunkulu, and then we also believe in abantu abadala, and then we become patient with them, there will be a lot of opportunities. There'll be a lot of open doors. We just need to hang in a little bit and just not to forget to pray, and not to fight. You know, we need to fight and fight and fight until we get it right. So it's not like the devil is going to disappear. He will always be there, but we need to overcome his evil ways and say, devil, you are a liar. We are going to prosper in whatever that we need to.
I think that should warm you up. You ready then?
I'm definitely ready. I was born ready.
Wafisa.
Get chasing.
I know. No, okay. All right. Without any waste of time. Hello, Tessa. Good morning.
Good morning.
And thanks for holding your question to Tebogo.
Question ya ka ne ke na le thata ba gore ke lora ngwana ka sela tlhokofala ba mbulaya me, so a ke a lebala ha ke lorile ke a lebala, even le ngwana wa ka wa ngwanyana le ena wa lebala ditoro wa mlora mara wa lebala.
All right, and she's born the 16th of June.
16th of June. Now we're talking about a male person here, Austes.
Yes, it's a male person.
A male person who was brutally killed. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yes, a male person. You know what? First of all, I'm not seeing that his energy or his spirit was taken from where he was left and where the incident happened. That's point number one. Secondly, the most important thing that I'm picking up, it's cleansing. A right cleansing was not done for you and your family, and that's why there is no connection of the spirit. That's why you guys are not connecting in the spirit. You would want somebody to do sort of like a crossover to connect you and your son, but then there's this blockage in the spirit. You know, I can tell you something now. He's a very angry spirit because of the deed of what happened to him. He doesn't come forth to you because you also don't want to let him really rest. You're still thinking about him a lot, and you know, in a normal world, you know, it's understandable, but in the spiritual world, it looks like you don't want to let the spirit rest, you know. So you need to try and let him rest so that he can be able to come and interact with you spiritually. So there must be some kind of a growth in the spirit, you know. He's very strong. He's fighting. I would recommend that you listen in, or I will tell Bratty to give you my contact so I can help you guys with the cleansing. It's very important so that you can be able to then move away from it, and then we will then do a crossover so that he can be able to deliver messages, because he's looking upon you guys, but you guys are not necessarily noticing that because the spirit is not really resting in that way, you know. And also also ugogo from the mother's side. He's also worried about you're also worried about that. And the girl child, is it your girl child that you stay with? Yes, he doesn't want to let go as well. I'm seeing her getting into a hospital with anxiety and depression, so she needs to look into that because she's not letting this go at all. And then I'm connecting with the month of September. What is the significance of that month?
Month of September.
Yeah, there's a movement in the month of September. It could be that's when he's gonna come and connect with you, or something might have happened in the month of September. So just look into that, ne?
Okay.
Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of movement in regards with the case, but when he's rested, then he'll be able to fight. I would suggest that you get for me a white and an orange candle, white and orange candle, and light them for about 10 days, and just call his name, and tell him to connect with you. But obviously, the cleansing will help with the whole issue. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Sister. Thank you so much.
All right, I'm going to put you on hold, and Tato will then give you Tebogo's contact numbers. All right.
Yes.
Rea Albertine, Makatu, Tobel.
Hi, Patty.
Legaina.
Good thing, the guy.
Your question to Tebogo?
I think kind of. I think for me it was just more of a guidance. If it's possible for me to do a career change, only something that's pulling me towards psychology, and that's completely different to what I'm currently into.
28th of August 1981, she was born.
Mahatu. She's very good. She's a good listener.
Mahota, sorry.
Mahota. Okay. She's a very good listener. Born 1981, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, my
yes,
year. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, she's a very good listener, and then I do agree with her when she said maybe she feels like she needs to do some kind of psychology, but I'm seeing her more with kids. I see kids around her, so I'm picking up an energy of a person who likes kids. So I would also encourage her to try maybe social work things, or interacting with kids in terms of helping them and all of these things. That will also bring them the energy in her, and then the gift in her, and her calling, because calling is not what I only do, but there's this calling of her helping people. What I'm certain about is that she's been brought in this world to serve. So I would say yes, go and be a server. But saving is different, and also what you do in your space, it's also saving. Saving is not only me coming and talking to the Kaya 959 listeners. So I would encourage you to also pay attention on the father's side. There's a bit of not knowing themselves, where they come from and their origin, so that might cause a stagnation in her life a lot. And I'm picking up Utsidi Matshidiso. Is there any connection with that name in your space?
No.
Okay, just pay. Yeah, it could be something that you're still going to meet, but it says here in the spirit, she's somebody that will help you with you getting to know your getting deeper into your career and all of that, or connecting you on where you're going to serve. So she comes as that support structure in your career. You like sleep. You don't sleep. There's issues of sleep. I would want you to work on that. Sleep is not there at all. Please get for me the Himalayan salt, and try to cleanse yourself with at least thrice or twice a week in your normal bath, where you put your soap and your bath foam. Just put a pinch of that, or just a bit of Himalayan salt to cleanse yourself with that. You're a very great person. You're a good communicator, but sometimes you've got sort of a low self-esteem. You don't trust yourself a lot. You doubt yourself. It's time now you take ownership of who you are and really exercise, because you will see that different people will come into your space to ask either for advice or just to start to communicate with you. Even strangers from the malls and the shops, people will approach you because you are a servant, but you are not sure about that. So I'm just giving you a confirmation of who you are. Pray a lot and trust in yourself. And there's going to be a lot of movements around the month of September going down. So watch out for that. September is also coming for you. It's a very strong month for you. And look out for a Maggie, a Margaret. What connection do we have with that?
A very close cousin of mine.
It's Mama.
Is it your mother?
Mm-hmm. No, she's my mother's niece. My cousin, my direct
Oh,
cousin.
cousin.
So
Yeah.
cousin, Kiki from the mother's side or from the father's side?
Mother's side.
Mother's side. Okay, all right. So just pay attention kumoto. So kima mewa hai orenta to hai kima ngoen.
No, I had my aunt.
Your aunt. Okay. So kibatwa buntate wa hai. Okay. So then those I keep God looks at into buntate wa house. So I was spot on that because God there's lack of issues. So with this name of Maggie or Margaret is also giving me confirmation of that there's issues on the father side. It's like him telling her pay attention haholo because I think about me, but she's not balancing inside buntate wa hahol. You will do amazing things in life. So stop worrying yourself a lot. A lot of things are going to change as time goes on. So I wish you well and just keep on praying, just keep on following your passion. You are a servant and go and serve. The people are waiting for you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Ra go leboga kere. Okay, my dear. All right. Tebogo Mfete is here. I can know we have to also introduce new vitamins to people. Tebogo yana. How is it the William singers? So upgrade nyana. Is the William Singers feeling like having church? Understanding the past with Tebogo Mfete. I'm tempted to say Sinead. Hello, Sinead.
Please don't, Uncle T. Just mad.
Sounds very nice.
I mean, it's better. Hello, Sinead. What's your name? I'm Sinead.
I prefer Sinead, thank you.
West, welcome to the show. Your question to Tebogo?
Thank you very much. Tebogo, I lost my brother beginning of this year in March. Car accident. And when he passed on, him and I were not on good terms. So I'm living with the guilt here. I could have done things better. And I need to know whether or not wherever he is, or Pomotana.
All right. Senate, what is 17th of October?
I'm going to talk about the character of the person that you said he has passed on. I'm going to focus a lot of that on that. He was a very bubbly person, very jolly, very outgoing. He adored you. He adored you a lot. So what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing you caging yourself with that and not letting it go and trying to reason with a spirit that has crossed over. And you're not gonna get those answers that you are looking for, because when somebody has crossed over, they are not of this world anymore. So the hurts, the anger, the disappointments, they are not on that anymore. They've now on a clean slate. He would want to connect with you, but you are blocking him. I would ask you to go to his grave and ask for kind of like a forgiveness, to say, when you left this world, there was issues between us. Like siblings have got issues every day. You know, there's no family that can say the siblings that don't argue or have a misunderstanding. So you cannot cage yourself with that, because you are imprisoning yourself with that. And he loves you a lot. He's telling him that I must tell you he loves you a lot. The incident that happened to him, it was quite unfortunate. When I look at it in the spirit, he was in a wrong place at a wrong time, but he didn't want you to uti cage. I would also say, I also want you to do the clings, and like with the previous caller, to say you need to clings, because when you are clinged, you are able to remove some of the darknesses and some of things that are not supposed to be there, for a clear connection in the spirit. He's asking me about the child. What is the issue about the child?
Cool. Which child?
Yeah, there's issue with the child. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. There's an issue with the child. He's asking me about Aikiziki building or moving houses. Do you know anything about it?
Yes, we are actually working on something along those lines.
Was he wanted to be part of that when he was alive? Was he talking about that?
Yes.
So he's saying that thing must go on. The building, the renovating of the house, that thing must go on. Mamokai. Mama needs to heal from that. You guys need to really cleanse and go out of that energy. What connection do we have with those two names?
Khosi. He was popularly known as Khosi.
As Khosi. Okay, another brother, the deceased brother. Okay, all right. So, he's very clear, man. He had a good energy, you know, a lover of clothes and everything. I would say also, Lynn said about it in the heights, choose what the batlang who you choose and then let some stuff donate or le fane ka tsona just go go tele ke moya ka ntlong le mo le moteng. He's happy about the decisions to tsana tse le dinkileng to proceed with taba ya ntlo, and very worried about mama shebe taba ya maoto le taba ya letheka, you know, ya motshwenya gagolo, but it's also part of holy fifi. There's no proper cleansing. Elizabeth Kimang.
Elizabeth.
Yes.
I can't think of anyone right now.
But that name is within your family. And I think about mama needs to pay attention. You're a friend, but you are not necessarily doing them correctly. So I would want to guide you guys further to say what is it that you need to fix. Your left hand side is going to give you issues because as I talk to you now, given movement on my left hand side, there's issues to carry pelo. So until we stress out of that and just try and meditate to null energy right around your space. Please trust me when I say your brother adores and loves you a lot. He would want to connect with you and opposite the way our tanka thing, but because you don't want to let go of that, you feel like maybe for anything. No. You know, there's now on everything sitlo look. In fact, but I see you are torn between taba business. What's happening with that?
I would the line is quite bad right now because I'm low shake, so I don't quite get that last.
So between you starting your own business and working,
yes.
There are issues there. What's happening?
Starting a business, it's something that I've been thinking of, but execution is a bit challenging.
Yes. So Abutaho what looks at in the spirit to say if maybe if the business are etla thusa gagolo etla khona phela ka yona. So o batlo ba spirit seleng hore se tlo lwanela for ntotso di batla mo bophelo in a nutshell, but because you are not letting him do that, you are blocking him. That's what nale blockage is saying. So just listen to my numbers after the show and then utla contact or Tatu will give you my numbers. Etla contact ra kopana le wena le mama and solve all the other issues or le khono thola moya ka tlung o khono na le bophelo, and then also ke le thuse ka taba ya cleansing.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Sinead.
Thank you, Sinead.
Manget. Kunjan. Your question to Tebogo?
My question is to Tebogo. My mother passed away 2 years ago. Yeah. And then now I want to sell the house and move to a smaller place because the house is bigger. And security wise, and also when it comes to work, I'm not always around.
Oh. She wants to sell the house and move to a smaller place.
In Mama. No. I'm starting off that. No. Do not sell the house. It's your origin. It's where you will connect le mama. You will need that house in a long run as time goes on. So I don't agree, and mama also doesn't agree. The black and white, what's happening? Mama nakana krekia black and white, white and red. What is that?
I don't know about the black and white.
Okay.
Which church was this?
Lutheran.
Okay,
yeah. Maybe we can before. But she's coming with that black and white. Do not sell the house at all. The 3 people or what is the issue? The number 3?
I'm not sure.
One. So what is the 3 people? Do you have 2 kids?
No,
okay, it's fine. So the 3 could be also match. What is the connection? Match.
Match is my grandmother's
Oh, matches your grand. Okay, it's fine. You answered me. So tabe ya bonkgono, le pay attention ko tabeng ya bonkgono setting ya bo mama o tla ka the month of March. So meaning the month of March motho o le na hona the issues. Was mama ill?
Mama
Oh, it was a short period. It was COVID.
Yeah,
oh,
okay.
COVID.
All right. Okay, all right. So okay. All right. Mama loves you a lot. Oscar Filokare, she's not there. The male who what is happening with that? Who was this male energy that was assisting or talking about it?
The one who was assisting I think
Malumia. Yeah, kopa le qet or le etse handle if lor alaetsa because ke a bona na le a delay or an incomplete kind of a cleansing ke yona tlo thusa more. Mama says to me, don't feel like o ka re we wane but rather o itse gore o tlwetse le batho ba bang. So as soon as o molokolla bo malomo will play that role gore ba kene mo spacing sa mama for comfort and everything. I get le tlhogonolo or tlhogi what connection?
No, I don't.
Okay, it's fine if you're not.
But
ring a bell of that. Within your space. Just relax. Go and just we can say for 7 days and then just call upon Libzola Mama or atleka di toro a konor a lokole. Just also get holy ash and just put it in your water. Just a pinch of it. Just or bodle. You're still since more in your chest. So so allow that grief to reetsagale because you're not letting it go. That's why sometimes but it's more of grief. It's not that there's something wrong with that. So just eat from that. I get you there will be a lot of movement. I'm discouraging you from selling the house and saying what we're going to enyane but don't sell it. Just do something about it, but just don't sell it because at some point you will need to go and collect mama's spirit or mama at least you high handle because mama is still roaming around. Mama is connecting with me for the month of June. What connection do we have with the month of June, July?
July, she passed away in July, end of July.
Okay, he passed away in end of July. Okay, all right, yeah. So the July person are in then ke protect you are feeling so lonely and so empty because the three people, yes, I was right. The three people so you feel like now I'll sell three anymore. Now only two because energy is a thing. I get no problem. How am I correct?
Yes, you're correct.
Yes. So that's why you feel lonely. But once you collect like a hamoya, then you will be able to over content. And once you clean the right things, all right.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Ausakane. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Siyabonga manget.
Ngiyabonga.
Awuzweke. Kana kinako ku resource station e. Hey, mamel. Oh, kena ke oxygen. Haibo. Ke lo ke la lo le bala re.
O kena ke moya ntate. Aba o tlo se ba re ko kae?
Holy oxygen.
Holy oxygen.
Area Cosmos City. Awu badot. Thandeka.
Yebo.
Nawe uphethe holy oxygen lapho.
Hayi ngiphethe kakhulu.
Bodla gogo bodla. What's your question to Tebogo?
Hey, Tebogo, career-wise and just connection with my grandmother.
All right. She's born the 17th of Jan, by the way.
17th of Jan.
76.
Oh, January baby like me.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. I see numbers. There's a lot of numbers around her space. She could be working with numbers or figures and also a lot of administrative work around her space, which includes a lot of papers and all of that. She's doing great in terms of Musebeti, but she's stagnant in what was out of the shell. But now if only she can be able to say to the employer, this is what I can do, so this is my full potential, don't just cage me in one thing, I can do this and that and that. That's how she will grow. She also needs to consider studying further, so that she can be able to enhance and upskill, her knowledge and all the skills that she wants to. She's a nice person. Untwana ukimwana bogogo, gogo. And please guys, when we say someone's available gogo, we didn't say they've got a spiritual calling. They're just people.
Guardian angels are around her.
Guardian angels around Ena. Ke muntu lebo gogo. Pamorata gagolo. So I would the gogo thing ya bereka gagolo. So I'm acknowledge her, once in a while. She needs to be calmer regarding the male energy. Around spacing high. I see unalidi issues around the male energy. So calmness itamutu sagagolo, so that I can hana pila what it is that she wants to do in regards with that confusion or conflict in regards with the male energy. I'm connecting to the month of August with the current month that we are currently in right now. So you want a bit of stagnation or holapa who is saying logore akitso ke ka bophelo, but bare as soon as August fela re kena into the summer season, September going forward, there things ditlo bule gagolo. So she needs to look into that space. She's just generally a nice person. A lot of things will change around bophelo ba gae. She just needs to pray a lot and also acknowledge the maternal side. That's when things ditlo lokologa. A Tshepo character around space ke man Tshepo Tshepo Tshepi ke man.
Yeah, it's a friend of mine.
Yes. Oh, like I'm to nice, you encourage her. So the advice is sometimes if you look at just try and listen more and see but generally she's a very nice person. I'll support ne. Just get a yellow candle for me just to remove the confusion and the distraction around your space. We light it for 7 days every time before you sleep. It'll confuse. You are going to do very well at Musebis. There'll also be an opportunity of you traveling. I'm seeing something to do with Cape Town. And also something to do with PE. So just look into that. It might become sebetsi or a new opportunity if you decide to leave your current space and go for greener pastures.
Okay. All right.
I think we lost it.
I think we lost it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope that answers you.
Yes, definitely.
All right. What's next for Tebogo? Are you still doing the road shows?
Yeah, I'm still doing the road show. The Hope and Healing Tour is still on with my spiritual system Pointless. So we're still pushing that at Main Lane. Sometimes we go Pretoria, so we alternate.
Sure.
So people can just watch our Facebook page or our Facebook pages to see where we are in that particular month or a week. We also are planning on doing a spiritual water cleansing and a prayer day. But for details will follow on our Facebook, on our social media pages in regards with that. It's going to be amazing. We want people to come and cleanse and people to come and pray with us for to remove stagnation, for healing, for spiritual healing, and for just to feel better and feel relaxed and for opportunities and just for growth, And besides that, I'm available with my team on 067 392 3017. It's 067 392 3017 or 079 820 5086. 079 820 5086. That's for personal bookings for with me privately, individually. But however, if they want to join in the tour, they are most welcome to check me on my social media platforms, which is I'm highly active on Facebook. As we speak now, I'm live on Facebook and also on Instagram.
Sure.
So they can check me on those pages. And yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much.
See you next month.
Thank you so much. It was lovely seeing you. Have a great day.
Same to you.
Bye.